Hello and welcome to All Shorts. Well, this is a bit of a difficult topic for me. It really is, and forgive me if I get it wrong. But there's two things that have been bugging me. I don't understand, for life of me, why vast swathes of the UK population have issues with things that don't even affect them. And those same people, but they don't go out there and vote either. Many of them don't. They don't vote in local elections, general elections, and stuff like that. Or if they do, they'll be voting for right-wing parties. Or George Galloway. So why is this? Now, I occasionally listen to LBC. Not as much as I used to. Doing the Brexit campaign. James O'Brien was a wealth of information on that, to be fair. Although I think he just got on the old bandwagon, to be honest. But I was listening to Shelia Fogarty on Friday, as you do. And a call called in about transgender. Now, this is a topic that I'm going to find it very hard to relate to because I'm not trans. I'm not trans. I'm not transgender. I'm not transvestite. Although I have made some silly videos before. But anyway, that's why we have a channel. Well, anyway, this person called up, went on about trans ideology. So I went and done some searches on this. And because to me, that's hang on, there's no such thing. How can it be an ideology? Because that's saying it's an idea. It's a belief. If it's an ideology, if being trans is an ideology for you, well then you're not trans, as far as I can, in my mind, that's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Trans women and trans men, they feel trapped. They feel they're in the wrong body. George Galloway, he was on the radio today. He said it wasn't normal. Made it quite clear in an interview with, I can't remember what it was now. But anyway, he was on this interview and it's quite an eye-opener about his character. He did say, we've got to treat trans people and gay people with respect, LGBTQ. Treat them with respect, but don't encourage them. Don't treat them as normal. I'm sorry, but we've got transgender people documented in history since Roman times and probably before. Although, not be funny, but these were court records, and that's after they was hung or heads chopped off or whatever. Luckily, we have progressed somewhat since then. But you say, why are we so bothered with this stuff? Well, I'm not, obviously, I'll be absolutely honest with you, though. I didn't, years ago, I might have been in the other camp. I didn't know, But I'll tell you one thing. Transgender, gay, homosexual, lesbian, and they've been some of the nicest people I've ever met. Seriously. I've got people on this channel who are subscribers to this channel who are trans. Lovely people. Don't get me wrong, you're going to have the arrogant asses who feel that they've got some kind of superiority and entitlement. You're going to get that, just like you do with disabled people. No, my son's disabled. Lovely lad, doing anything for anybody, best that he can, because he's obviously physically disabled, but he's kind. Yeah, a couple of his friends, they feel entitled. They complain about absolutely everything. But don't get me wrong, they do struggle. But you see, when I heard Shelia Fogarty go along with the conversation, saying it's an ideology, when it's not, to be trans, that really got my goat. It really did get my goat. Now, I'm just a straight bloke, married with 6 children, and been brought up in Thorpe St Andrew. Later on, moved to Salhouse in Norfolk, and we very rarely saw black people. Rarely saw Asian people. It's very rarely heard of lesbian or homosexual. Be the talk of the town, or never heard it. So it's naivety on my part, I suppose. And also an element of wariness, fair, I suppose, as well, is what you don't know. It's what you don't experience. But I've woken up. Got friends here. who are trans and gay. We've got customers who are trans and gay. Stronger than me, I have to admit. But what's the problem? Don't affect me. They're not hurting me. Nicest people. They really are. Why is it that... I think I know. Because they're only 0.5% of the population. There's not much comeback, is there? No. They're an easy minority group to attack. By the likes of people like Shelia Fogarty. You know, maybe LGBT, transgender, non-gender, or whatever. I don't understand it all. I'm absolutely honest with you. I don't understand it all. But I don't have a problem with it. You know? But I would say it's taken me time. Yeah, I'm 54 years old this year. In a couple of months, you know, and I've led a bit of a sheltered life in villages, and also suburbs of Norwich. Very Tory. Not Norwich, but Broadland. But for me, it's just been a transition, you could say. An understanding that there's nothing... What's that boy? You hear him? There's nothing to fear, you know? There isn't. Like I say, some of the kindest people. And it saddens me. It really does sadden me when I hear again and again, like I say with Shelia Fogarty, I was really disappointed in her on that one, because it made no sense to me whatsoever. Being trans is not an ideology. So what I did is I did a search on that. Is trans an ideology? And all you got, if you do that, you just get loads of far-right rhetoric. Do a search yourself on Google and you'll find it for yourself. And it makes no sense whatsoever, because it's not an ideology. If you feel that you're trapped in the wrong body, could be hormones and what have you, you know. Maybe you need to get, you've got the trans persons now start taking feminising hormones as well to to help their transition. What's the problem? What's going on in the NHS at the moment regarding wards and stuff, about mixed wards and that, and trans women going on female wards and trans men going on male wards and what have you. What's the problem? They're not. If you're a trans woman, they're not interested in your bits. We're looking at your bits. You know, that's not where their brain sits. You know, they're feminine. Up here, feminine, not masculine. Do you know what? I'd be more worried to go to the toilet and sharing one of them along urinals with somebody who's homosexual, who's gay. You know, is he looking at my winky? I don't. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't actually affect the people that are actually complaining about it. Wally, you want to come down, do you? You can get down by the bench. Do you want to cuddle? Listen to him. You're stressing, and that daddy's nearly finished. All right, he's nearly finished. I just hope the world. What I'm basically saying, I just want the world and people in general to be more accepting of other people, whatever race, creed, gender. You know, it doesn't. They're not hurting you. They really aren't. And the only people who are victims here are those minority groups. And who are the attackers? People like George Galloway, and in this case, flipping Shelia Fogarty. I didn't expect that. You know? It's disgraceful. I really do. And the more I wake up, the more I understand, or learn, or not to learn really, you know, the more it makes me a little bit, how to put it, sad. That these things, these minority groups, matter so much to these nasty individuals, who keyboard warriors and what have you, out there, and just to be horrible. You know, that I find saddening. I really do. Hate. That's all it is. Hate. Oh, you're really irritating. Are you stressy, boy? Do you want your own microphone? I have got a dual microphone. Do you want me to have a microphone so people can hear you whine? What? Huh? Do you need this? Does Wally need a microphone? You can't eat that. No. Maybe he's hungry. Maybe it's time for food. What do you reckon, my boy? Huh? He's a character, isn't he? He really is. So anyway, I'm going to sort him some food out probably, because it's that time of day. And just give us a thought. If you've got a problem with trans people, what have you, just give it a bit of thought, does it really harm me? Is it really a problem? Are they really trying to attack our children? It's absolute bollocks, Anyway, let me know in the comments down below, because I would like to know people's opinions on this. And if I got anything wrong, please tell me, because I would like to know. I really would. I don't want to be Eddie Anderson, but like that, We're going to throw it the next general election on the trans debate. Or something like that. That's what he said, wasn't it? Anyway, it's time for me to go. In the Wally, yeah? So I'm going to say toodaloo, But please hit the like button. But also, we are doing a rewilding, aren't we, Wally? Doing a rewild. He needs more trees to pee up. So if you want to be part of our tree planting project, so Wally can pee up on this field over here. I don't know if you can see them, but there's those little signs with those trees, and that we've been planting, and they're doing really well actually. They're taking really nicely. There's a GoFundMe link down below, so you can be a part of that. And I'll plant a tree on your behalf, me and the missus, and also I'll make a sign with a laser and to go with your tree. Yeah. Anyway, should we say toodaloo, Wally? You right now, are you? Okay. Toodaloo.